comes back to the same thing, but it's so.
Be quiet. They coming.
Yes, and we are back. And this is your boy Jose.
Yeah, this is Tristan.
And we are the Savage Patch Kids. And if you've been living under a rock, I feel sorry for you because we've been promoting this goddamn episode for like 4 or 5 days now. I'm talking about, we got the motherfucking champ in the building. No, you know what? Correction.
We got the legend in the building.
2-time champ in the motherfucking building.
They don't even know.
Big Davie Daves.
We got more titles than that, but we won't say it. We won't say it.
No, you got it.
No.
Look, I got one right now. Mr. 716?
Oh, shit.
Mr. Lackawanna.
Mr. Lackawanna?
Talk that shit.
Yo, I am the champ.
Yes. We landed. We out here. We are out here.
Yeah.
And congratulations, my man.
Thank you very much.
Listen, man. And
you're the first guest in Savage Patch podcast history.
Very honored. Very honored.
Yeah.
Very
and I appreciate you in accepting the invite.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel, you know what I mean?
I couldn't turn it down.
I feel you. And I told this man, I ran into him at Walmart before this shit started. Before episode 1. I was with Julie and I'm like, yo, we're doing this podcast. I told I don't care what anybody says, you're the first guest.
Yeah. I think that was a consensus.
I don't care what anybody says.
I was down. I was ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, man.
I think that was like our first thoughts was like, first guest got to be Dave.
It has to be.
We here now.
We here.
Yeah.
That's exactly. So, what I've always wanted to know, like, what got you into fitness and health? Like, what sparked it back in high school?
It was before that. It was like.
Oh, it was before that.
It was like going around age 14, 15. One of those. I was just chilling at my grandma's house, and it was me and my cousins. And we was some pizza and some chicken wings.
Okay.
My uncles.
Real shit.
And my aunts, they was eating the pizza and the chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
All they would give us is a pizza. And my cousin was like, we want some chicken wings. And then my uncle was like, well, if you want some chicken wings, drop down and give me 25 push-ups.
Okay.
My little cousin went first. He couldn't get 25. He got like 15 or something. I don't know what he got. Then I got down. I knocked out all 25, but the next day, I was sore as fuck. I think that was the first time I ever did anything physical. I could not move anything. And right then, that feeling right there, I asked my uncle, I was like, why am I so sore? He was like, because you did push-ups. I was like, oh, snaps. I just like that feeling.
You like that feeling?
And right there, from there, I got my first magazine. And I don't even know, Kmart or Walmart, wherever. I just got my first magazine, and I'm just seeing all these big dudes, and they're just diesel as fuck. And I'm just like, fuck, I want to get like that one day. So since then, I mean, if you go to my house right now, you probably see like 100 magazines. I've been collecting muscular development, flex magazines ever since I was like, before I was even going to high school. And I didn't really get a program set because I went to like OOV, and you know how that school was just like, I don't know, a bunch of white kids.
Yeah.
It was like only 2 black people in there.
Okay. Me
and this other dude. So when I got out of high school, my mom was like, where you want to go? You want to go to another private school? Or you want to go to Lackawanna? I'm like, no, I'm tired of the private school. What's a private school? She was like, oh, it's going to be all dudes. I was like, I go to the private school. And she was like, well, Lackawanna, they fight, and, I don't want you to get bullied and stuff. And so that's when I really started, making up a program and picking up, the weights and doing extra stuff like bench pressing and pull-ups and dips and everything, just because I didn't want to get, picked on. Right. How the kids in this new high school was going to.
So you was walking around like, you can try me, but you have no idea.
You don't earn this one, pretty much.
That's something before my first year in high school, before freshman year, I was already benching 135. So, I mean...
How much did you weigh at the time when you were benching 135?
I was probably like 130.
Oh, okay. So you were well on your way.
I was getting my body weight out there, easy money. So, I mean, and that was just like the spark of it. It just started from like a chicken wing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's the realest shit I've ever heard.
That's amazing, though, because...
All this started from chicken wings.
And but the thing is this is why I admire, though, like, he's been... Everything he's doing to this point... he said he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
right.
You put it on your Instagram video the other day when you were at the steel mill. And you were saying like what did you say? I'm not gonna verbatim you, but you were like, if it's in my mind, I believe it and I do it.
I achieve it.
I achieve it. And that's the beauty of it. It's like,
I mean,
just put that hard. See, and like that's the thing. Like a lot of people don't realize the hard work that's behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They see you on stage. Yeah. You know what I mean? You flex, you this. Like, yo, that looks easy. But they don't realize the commitment that you put into it.
No one sees the work that goes in anything. Honestly,
the diet and the workouts. I mean, this was probably. I mean, I've done multiple shows, but this prep right here, going into the Poughkeepsie show, even Syracuse was 2 weeks ago, and the prep wasn't as hard as going into this Poughkeepsie show, because a week before Poughkeepsie, I got sick for like 3 days. So coming off of Syracuse, you know, we ate some cheeseburgers. They was good. and then
they're always good though.
That was the first thing I wanted was a cheeseburger. And we hit this spot up in Syracuse, and that joint was legit. But that Wednesday, the week before Poughkeepsie, I mean, I just got some stomach bug. I got something. I was down for the count, and that joint did not stop hurting until like that Monday. So I'm telling my coach, I was like, I don't know what y'all want me to do. I mean, 'cause right now I'm not feeling up to it. I'll tap out, you know, because I felt like my body had to catch up. I was holding so much water. I was supposed to, you know, after we had that cheeseburger, which was that Sunday after Syracuse, we were supposed to be back on that diet Monday. But with this stomach bug, I didn't eat. I was eating one time a day, 2 times a day, all the way up until like Saturday.
Compared to how much were you supposed to be eating?
I was supposed to be eating six meals a day, you know, manipulating my carbs. So out of those 3 meals, like 3 out of the 6 meals, we had no carbs in them. So, I mean, basically, me eating 1 time a day, I was holding so much water, I was holding everything. I didn't look like the same person I did that Saturday for Syracuse.
Yeah, so, you didn't want to put yourself in that position.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm doing a show, I'm going in the show to win it.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, this is more than a hobby to me. I mean,
it's a lifestyle.
This is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
This potentially I want to be my future. I mean, so I wanted to give it everything I got. I already won Syracuse going into the Poughkeepsie show. I wanted to win it again, and I just didn't think we was gonna be ready. But he switched up the diet. He gave me no carbs. I was dying. Monday, I mean, was probably the hardest workout I probably had in years. Working out with my training partner John Custer.
I used to work with him, man. Yeah, really a little brother, yeah.
He's a beast.
Compared to, when I used to work with him, he was so small.
Yeah.
And I seen it, and then like a couple years, I'm like, you could tell he's starting to work out, but then I seen him recently, I'm like, he big.
This dude.
He's big as hell.
This dude is big as hell, strong as hell. And for some strange reason, that Monday, he just wanted me to go through the worst workout in my whole entire. He just kicked my ass. I was down. I'm sitting in my car after the workout for a good half an hour, just contemplating, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you got through it though. You got through it, and look at the result.
We got.
Look at the result. You know what I mean? Like it paid. You worked for it. You got through it. That's the thing. Like you can't just let little shit like that knock you down and stop you. Like you had that doubt, but you were like, nah, man, mind over matter.
Nah, and that's basically what it was. I mean, that Monday. Once we got back on that meal plan, I was ready to go. Once I started to feel my stomach like coming back to normal, I was ready to go. Then I looked at Poughkeepsie, and I was like, all right, we're going to do it. Mm-hmm. All right, and we just went in there and we slammed it. I mean, it was the biggest show that I've ever done. I mean, I knew it was going to be big. But this joint right here was huge.
Was it?
I was like, oh.
How many competitors was it?
It had to be over 200 competitors. That joint was a big show. Compared to Syracuse, probably like, maybe like 100, 120, something like that.
So literally double the size. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was a big show.
And you had that stomach bug and man. You the fucking man. You the fucking man.
Shit.
My body already knew it.
Yeah.
Once I put it in my mind, like, all right, we're going to continue this. We're going to do this show. I feel like my body just responded to everything that I put in my body. I was like, all right, we got to get ready. So everything tightened up. And when we came to Poughkeepsie, we was even better than we was in Syracuse.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, as far as the shows, like, because these are considered amateur shows, correct?
Yeah.
Now, how many, like, what do you have to do to get to that pro level and, and be a professional? Like, what exactly do you need to do?
Well, first you need to do one of these amateur shows, but they got to be a national qualifier. So
Okay.
any, basically, I'm in the NPC Federation, so any NPC competition that has a national qualifier. So once you do that, then you qualify for a national show, which it's a good, maybe like, I don't know, 6 of them all year round. And from that point on, you only have a year from the time that you qualify to actually do one of those shows.
Oh, shit.
So if you don't do one of those shows within a year,
Start
then you
over.
have to go do another amateur show and requalify. And when you do these national shows, these shows is, I mean, triple the size.
Yeah, I can just imagine.
You're getting people from all over the United States and probably from all over the world coming to do these shows. So you're getting over 1,000 competitors in one show. So and it's like a 2-day show. So the only way you can become pro is if you place top 2 and basically top 2 in any category, any division. So, and if you place top 5, then you automatically requalify to do another national. You don't have to.
So you get your second chance and shit.
You get to come back and do it. So anything out of the first, the top 5, you got to start from amateurs. But if you place top 2, man, you get that pro card, and the sky's the limit from there. And that's what we're shooting for. That's what we're going for.
And your next show? Were any of these qualifying ones for the nationals, or they both
were? Yeah, the Syracuse show. The Syracuse show was a show that I really didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just before. I mean, I'm not going to say that it was a warm-up show. I mean, I just put it in. I actually thought the Poughkeepsie show was the first show. Because I don't look at the shows. I just pick out a show, boom, I'm going to do that show. Yeah. I don't look what the dates are until we start to get, the end of the prep line. And I thought Poughkeepsie was before Syracuse. And if Poughkeepsie was before Syracuse, I was going to knock out that show, qualify, because that was a bigger show, and not even do Syracuse. Mm. But since Syracuse was first,
you did both.
I did both because I knew Poughkeepsie was the bigger show, and that was the show that you got sponsors, you got everybody in there, supplement companies, and I just want to get known. I want to get
for sure
people to see me, so that's why I did that Poughkeepsie show. But they both qualified me for the national, so I got a year. Basically, I got until January 2019.
So are you looking at are you already looking into a show already that you're gonna do?
Yeah, me and my coach, my training partner, we already got the game plan set.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
It's going down August. I don't know what the date is, but it's gonna be North Americans national show. We definitely going for that win. And
that's the goal, man.
Yeah, man.
See, and that's the thing, let's be real.
Yeah.
The Syracuse one was a fucking warm up. Let's be real. It's called how you see it. It was a warm up for you, man.
It was a warm up, but in my mind, I wasn't thinking that it was a warm up. I mean, I was going as soon as I got in the show. I was like, I'm coming in here to win this.
Yeah.
I mean, other people they say it's a warm up. They'd be like, it's a warm up show. If I don't come in tight enough, then I'll be ready for my next show. No, I was going to
be ready for both.
You be like, I'm going to this show with a win, motherfucker.
That's how he's going.
Yeah, and that's the perfect mentality.
Yeah,
that's the perfect mentality. So now for normal niggas like me and Trisha, because we actually gonna start working out on Friday.
Yeah.
Now, I love my dad bod.
Yeah.
I really think there should be a competition out there for dad bods.
I'm not competing in that shit.
Why not?
I don't want that shit.
Yo, but the thing is, you don't gotta take your shirt off. No, you don't gotta take your shirt off. It's wife beater.
No, it's not, man. I'm trying to get. I ain't trying to look like Joe Button out here in a dirty wife beater.
You get a trophy.
I'm trying to get.
That's what I'm saying. You get a trophy.
Nah, fuck that. I'm trying to get rid of this dad bod.
Put that shit on your resume.
For what?
Apply to an office job and be like, so we
I got dad bod of the year.
Dad bod of the year, nigga.
Fuck that.
Put me on your staff.
Nah, I'm not trying to boost morale that way.
So basically, I worked out last year for 3 months, and I actually I was working with Russell. I was pretty much asking him because he's actually He's actually studying for a test to take for personal. Is he hit you up about it?
He been hitting me up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Back up here, he gonna shadow me basically.
Oh, word. Okay. Where do you do personal training? Do you do where?
Still mill.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't do it that much now because
focusing more.
Yeah, focusing more on my bodybuilder career.
What the fuck is so funny?
But
what you laughing? Metro back just laughing. Like he just out of nowhere just started laughing. Come on, man. Shit. You got something to say? Yeah. Besides showing them veins in the middle of your face? Laughing so damn hard.
What just happened?
So because I remember you started at World's Gym with personal trainer, right?
Yep.
And you've been only there, like back and forth as far as like where have you actually done personal training?
World's Gym, South Towns.
So everywhere you could put your hands on.
Basically, Steel Mill. I've been at the Steel Mill for the last 2 years. I trained some people out of their houses.
Oh, word.
But we scaled back a lot on that training though. Yeah.
What's your favorite? Go ahead.
You just focusing more on yourself.
Yeah. I mean that's I realized that. I mean I was getting so many people. I was getting more and more people, and I was just like, man, I'm not having enough time to, get my meals in, cook my meals, train myself as hard as I want to because I was always tired. Right. So it's like, all right, something gotta give.
You gotta be selfish sometimes.
Like, do you, as far as the meal program, like, do you do your own meal prep or do you go through like a company or something like that to help out with that?
As far as them making my food?
Yeah, like getting to pre-ordered and like this type of relationship, or do you literally cook out?
I cook out all my meals. I just feel like that's what the real bodybuilders do.
Yeah, tell that nigga.
I'm just asking a question.
I feel like mine is just lazy, and I mean, I'm gonna put in all the hard work, to get to where I gotta go.
And I agree with that. I agree with that because when to answer his question, like I was when I started working out, I was thinking about doing that. I'm like, let me see. I'm like, I feel like if I have somebody already have the food ready for me, I can concentrate more on working out.
We had that conversation too.
It's definitely easier.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've done it once. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I don't like it is because every time I looked at that container of food, I'd be judging. I was like, this does not look like 8 ounces of chicken or 8 ounces of sweet potatoes or something like that. And I would weigh my food, and it would be like 6 ounces, like a couple ounces less. So going through those companies, I mean, you're not 100% sure how many ounces or how many grams they're gonna give you. Right. I mean, you won't know if it's correct until you actually weigh it out yourself. And me just cooking my own food, I know everything's on point. I know everything's right.
And what I was telling, and when we were talking about it, I was telling him like I felt when I started cooking my own food, because I just went the route where, like you said, like I just cook my own food. Yeah. I felt like, all right, I'm cooking my food. I'm not gonna just waste all this. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the gym. Yeah. I'm gonna come home and eat the food that I cook. Yeah. So it kept me going. Yeah. But the only problem that I had was as soon as I actually exceeded my goal because I was only trying to lose like 10, 15 pounds and I ended up losing 30.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, but once I noticed that, I stopped. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I saw it as like, all right, I can go to the gym here and there. Because I mean, it gets, and that's the thing. Now, what's your advice for like, just like what type of like, I don't know, vibe to tap into or something, like keep that motivation going? Because I found my motivation was Julian, you know what I mean? I got a little one at home. Yeah. I'm trying to run around with him. I'm trying to longevity. Yeah. That's how I saw it.
Exactly.
But I still said fuck it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It wasn't enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough.
But I know that's fucked up. You just made that sound so bad.
Christ, that sounds terrible. But hey.
But I think I felt like I stopped or slowed down, I should say, when I realized that this is a lifestyle. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it was going to be hard for me to dedicate because it's like, life gets busy, you know what I mean? Like, especially like I'm working a full-time job, son. So there's times where I'm not home to eat dinner or whatever the case may be. So what do you feel that, like, what advice do you have to people that feel that diets are just like random diets that you do here and there compared to an actual like change of lifestyle, like going to the gym Like, what type of routine do you think that people should have?
Eating cleaner, working out.
Yeah, like as far as like going to the, like how often do you feel like the gym is necessary? Like right now, like we're gonna start Friday. Mm-hmm. How many times do you think we should go to the gym? How long we should be there for? And as far as, and also eating, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just starting off, I think you guys should just start off like 3 times a week. I mean, that's the minimum.
Mm-hmm.
See how you feel. Obviously, you guys going in there, you guys gonna get sore anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, three times a week, it will give your body enough time to recover and recuperate. And then as you get into it, you might feel that you need another day because you might not be seeing the same results that you. And then another day. And as far as the food goes, it's just all about prepping it in advance.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
You want to do everything beforehand. So like you say, you got a busy lifestyle.
Yeah.
But your meal should be already cooked. You know, just take a couple hours, 2 hours out your day or whatever, 2 hours out the week. Prepare your meals in advance, and everything should be. I mean, you could make your meals for a week, 3 days. I mean, however long your food gonna put them in the freezer if you have to or whatever you have to. You know, just so you don't feel like you're struggling. Like, oh snaps, I don't got my meal right there. Oh snaps, all right, now we got to go to McDonald's or somewhere just because I got to get some kind of food in there. But if you got everything, right there that you need within 3 days or a week's worth, I mean, all you got to do is go in the refrigerator, microwave it. It's right there.
That's true. That's what I try to do because I get like the steamable veggies and like shit like that. Like, I mean, the way I was doing, I felt like it was because that's the thing. I feel like I found what works for me.
Yeah, and everybody's body is different. And once you find that, everything, it should be a lot easier. I mean, you doing what you doing might not be the same, might not work the same for him. But you won't know what works for you unless you go through multiple trial and error things. Yeah. I mean, you got to get to that point. And it's all about, being consistent and staying with it. You got to just, it's just little goals, not one big goal,
Yeah.
So like, I'm going to lose like 10 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever. Just make it littler goals so that you can
kind of
stay in it a lot
crawl
longer.
before you walk kind of
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened with me was like, I'm like, yo, I just lost 30 pounds in 3 months? Nigga, I'm good. I'm good for the rest of the year. I'm like, yeah. And that's my thing, I mean, when I realized this lifestyle, I'm like, all right, this is not going to, it takes you to another level of like commitment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like once you realize that this is a lifestyle, like it's a lifestyle, but it's like Chipotle be calling my name and shit.
Ain't
you know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with giving yourself a good little cheat meal.
How often is it necessary?
A cheat meal?
Yeah, like one meal a week.
1 meal, 2 meals. I mean, I would usually base it on how good I've done throughout the week.
Okay.
If I lost a pound, or if I exceeded my pound, I'll treat myself. It's like a little treat, but I will only have. See, a lot of people take it, a cheat meal. They turn it into a cheat day.
Yeah, I did that towards the end.
It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. I mean, pick a meal out your day. It's 1 meal right there. Treat yourself. I mean, and it could be 1 or 2. Ain't nothing wrong with 2 cheat meals a week. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So. Cardio.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody hates that shit.
I hate cardio.
You hate. See, you hate it. Nigga, you a motherfucking 2-time champion cardio. Like,
I hate that.
So, why do you hate it? Do you feel it just doesn't do anything?
No, I don't feel like that shit hurt, man.
It just boring. It is boring.
It is boring.
I can't. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the first thing I thought when I watched. I didn't even watch it. Fuck that. But I heard the news about the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
I can't just run.
How can you just run for 26 miles?
No, I can't.
Like, that shit makes no fucking sense to me.
I thought about it. I just thought of everything like my body would be feeling like. I can't.
Hell no.
You remember back in the day when Diddy did the marathon? They cut to the scene. His feet just started bleeding. Like, I don't want to go through that. Like,
I feel like everything, all my insides just started bleeding.
His feet just started bleeding. And I didn't want to go through that, so I can't.
I'll probably start throwing up after like the second, third mile.
Definitely throw up.
Kevin Hart did it.
Did he finish?
Yeah, he finished.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
But yo, no, actually, does it make it harder though? Because he's shorter, so that means like shorter strides.
No.
Sure. Yeah, it makes it harder. I look at myself right now. That joint's probably take me forever. That joint.
And he's shorter than you.
Yeah.
Because you what, 5'9"?
Yeah, a 5'9". I wish I was 5'9".
Oh, God damn it.
6 and some change.
Oh man, you should have ran with that, man.
Shit, you feel like a giant out here.
You should have ran with that, nigga.
Yeah.
I was gonna help because at the competition, like we gotta get weighed in. We gotta be height. We gotta get our height measured at the competition too because our body weight gotta stay within a certain range.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I was like 5'7". So if I'm 5'7", then my cutoff weight is like 585 or something like that. And if I'm like 5'6", under 5'7", my cutoff weight is 170.
I was about to say, you said 585. I said, hold on, what we talking about? Like, what? Yeah. I was hoping he corrected himself the second time. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm like, oh, goddamn, 585.
But yeah, so I mean, I thought I was gonna be able to grow in that class. It was like, oh, I got plenty of room to grow. I'm 5'7" and some change. I went to that show. I was under 5'7". I feel so sad. I was like, what the?
And then what's your weight?
My cutoff weight was 170, but I weighed 156 on stage. That was the littlest I've ever been
For real?
in a long time.
It's crazy though, because you don't look it.
Yeah,
no. You know what I mean? Like then that's my thing. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Because I saw you on stage. I'm like, yo, he looks like he's easily 180.
That's what a lot of people are saying. It's just bodybuilding is just an illusion. Like we sucked down for that show. Like my nutritionist, he died me down. He killed me.
For real.
Yeah.
And like that's why I was feeling the way that I was feeling the week of the show.
Do you think that's why you were vulnerable to that bug because of like all the weight you cut? Like how much weight did you have to actually cut for the show?
I started off at I was 180.
Oh, so you were one, so you had to
almost cut like 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
We did it in 16 weeks, but he died. I mean, we was eating over 4,000 calories all the way up until like 3 or 4 weeks out from the show. So I was still on high carbs and high protein, high fats all the way up until like 3 weeks before the show. And then once that 3 weeks hit, he sliced it. I was in the 3,000s. Then he sliced it again. I was like,
yo, man, what the fuck?
And, I mean, that's a lot. Like 3,000 calories for somebody is like a lot of food for like a normal person. Yeah. But when I'm so used to being at like 4,500 calories,
that's a mean cut.
Back, yeah.
Like my stomach was growling, and I'm still at like 200 grams of carbs when that's like a full meal for a person.
Now, for a normal diet, do you think counting calories is important? Like that's
for a normal diet. Not until you get not until you hit like a plateau and you start to get really serious into it. Like in the beginning, like for you guys, I would just say like, what you're eating right now, try to stay around the same foods every day. I mean,
what happens if you're around McDonald's and all that shit?
You can stay around the same food because your body's used to that. So, I mean, if you're eating the same thing every day, your body's going to get used to it. And once you start cutting, you can have McDonald's. Once you start cutting McDonald's.
So that's the crazy part.
Then you start to see it like, cut out the burger, cut out the fries. I mean, because, it's different meal plans, like, if it fits your macros. I mean, like, where you can basically almost eat anything that you want to. You just fit in a certain, like, grams and the carbs and the proteins that you need to get in throughout your day. So if you got a certain amount that you need to reach, I mean, as long as you're reaching those, doesn't matter where you get it from.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if for somebody who's just beginning, would you recommend like a keto diet or no?
Nah, that's
too extreme.
I think that's too.
What is a keto diet?
The keto diet.
What is
like,
a keto diet?
Like pretty much you're making your body burn ketones and burn off fats instead of calories, I think, or something like that.
It's just basically. it's for the most part, it's just basically like a very, very low carb diet.
It's like low carb, high fat, right?
Yeah, high protein.
Yeah, because when I was doing it, I would meal prep.
Yeah.
So I'd cook all my food on Sunday for the whole week, and I would mix in ground turkey with either like grill. I'd bake, like I'd throw my chicken in the oven. I'd season it myself and then throw it in the oven, and then I'd throw tuna in there. Yeah. And then I would have brown rice all the time. Yeah. Like that was my side. Yeah. And then veggies. And I mixed the veggie up.
That's my
so
life
one
right
day
now.
I would have like carrots, and then the other day broccoli, then asparagus and Brussels sprouts. So you think that's something that I could like stick to all the time? Because I felt like once I hit 30 pounds, I didn't see no change. Yeah, so how do I, what's the, I'm not going to say quickest and easiest way to like build fat into muscle, but like what do I have to change as far as what I'm eating, and or is it more based on workout?
I mean, it's gonna be all trial and error from that point.
Okay.
I mean, let's say you guys just don't even work out. You just change your meal plans. Automatically, you're gonna start to see some results. Okay. Then you're gonna hit a plateau. All right. From there, you can either jump into a gym, to help your body burn more calories, or you can start to manipulating some things around your foods, like manipulating the carbs or manipulating the proteins and seeing how your body responds. And that's why I like to eat the same thing every day, because my body gets used to the foods that I'm eating, and then I can see how my body is responding to the same foods. If I'm switching my foods up every day, the amount of nutrients is always going to be different. Like, I don't know if, having, let's just say, like a poptart is the... It wasn't even funny.
Yo, he beat me to it. Yo, I haven't heard Pop-Tart in so long.
It's so random.
Yo, I had a Pop-Tart this morning, bro.
Oh, no, you can relate. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That nigga was reminiscing as soon as he said Pop-Tart.
You went somewhere with that.
Yeah, he went. He felt that one. He said Pop-Tart. Yeah, all this.
Your whole mood changed when he said Pop-Tart. It's funny.
Pop-Tarts are good, though.
Having a Pop-Tart, it's not the same as having, like, some ground beef, right? Right there. So, I mean, having ground beef every day, you can see how your body responds to that. Or having a Pop-Tart every day, you can see how your body responds to that. But if you keep going back and forth between the two, then you don't give your body a chance to, get used to one or the other, and you don't get to see how your body responds to, is the ground beef making me vascular, or is it making me tighter, or something like that, or is the Pop-Tart making me vascular, making me tighter, and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's why I like to stick with the same things. And if I feel like it's not working, then I'll just take that meal out and introduce a new meal and stay with that meal for a certain amount of time and see how that meal responds to my body. So, I mean...
Yeah, I was on a strict... I was not... Yeah. Like, I was not playing. Yeah. Like, I had, like, because... So, I would have... Because a snack is considered a meal. Right? Like, kind of?
Yeah, we don't... I don't have no snacks. They all meal.
So that... Yo,
that's
the way you said that, it's like...
No, listen.
Trash nigga eat snacks.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, man. Listen. You gotta understand.
Eating snacks and
shit. You have to understand. This is a conversation between a basic bitch and a champion. And a fucking champion, all right?
You refer to us as basic bitches. That's what you sometimes.
Yo, in his world, we basic bitches, all right?
That's so
in his world, we're basic bitches.
God damn.
Yeah.
I eat out. I'm a basic bitch. So I would have breakfast like around, let's say, 7. And then I have my snack at 10, which I would consider would be fruit. Because it's in the morning, and I feel like it would give me energy for the day. And then I would have lunch. Like, so every 3 hours I would eat. Yeah. And that's what I would do. And I think my mid-afternoon snack would be like almonds or like cashew, like some type of nut. Yeah. So if I keep that going, I would basically just have to monitor how my body's taking into it while I'm bringing in the gym into it and working out.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also, I mean, since you know what you already eating every day, it's going to be easier for you to just add up those calories right there and see how much calories you actually are taking out.
Now, Now, as far as like working out,
Mm-hmm.
If I want to lose weight and build that into muscle, like should I go heavy weights?
It's how your body responds.
So it's all literally always how your body responds, no matter what.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
I thought with working out it would be the same, but it's not. Yeah, I get it.
When it comes to it, it's just everybody just responds different. Like, I mean, you can lift heavy, you can lift light. I mean, it's just how your body's gonna respond to it. Like me, I mean, I got a fast metabolism, so losing weight for me is bitch. So, I mean, when it comes to trying to lose weight, I have to do freaking everything. So, I mean, I'm doing cardio, a lot of cardio. I mean, my meals. I mean, I respond good to high calorie foods.
Mm-hmm.
When another person might respond well to low calories.
Right.
I mean, another person probably will respond to an hour's worth of cardio. When I'm not going to give my body that type of energy, so I'm going to just do like 25 minutes. But it's everybody's different. Like I said, what works for him might not work for you. And what works for you might not work for him.
That's true, because I always started my workout with, I'd run on a treadmill for like 10 minutes.
I mean, that's good.
I always do that. And but I felt like that would give me, it kickstart the workout.
Yeah, that's
but it might not be for him.
It
might not. It might tire him out more than me, just like you said, just because it might take to our body differently.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's fucking interesting. I like that shit. Now, how is it all you as far as monitoring everything, or like how big is your team?
I mean,
to help you out with your like strict schedule of everything.
I mean, John's my training partner.
Okay.
Chris Wade is basically my nutritionist. He just basically got me into my prep for the competition, and we did a little off season too. But right now, this off season, I'm doing it a little bit by myself until Chris decides to jump in. So, I mean, it's just me and John and Chris. That's just the team, my nutritionist. John, I mean, I'm on a new training schedule. John made it up. I mean, so we just gonna train together and knock that training schedule out, because we just basically just try to put on some more size. So we built a program that's gonna incorporate that.
And did you start that new program?
Yep, we started it Monday. And I got my ass kicked. Once again, I don't know why.
How long do you have a program for? Like, does it depend on how like 3 months or?
I mean,
like what's the plan for this program?
Yeah, I don't know what John came up with the exercises, so I don't know how long he wants to be.
Okay.
How long he wants to do it? I'm gonna just go with.
You don't ask, you just do.
Yeah, I
respect it.
If
that's trust right there, though.
That's
trust. Yeah, I respect it.
But in the past, I would normally just go until I didn't see any more results. Like, so if it 4 weeks, a couple months, 3 months, as long as I'm seeing constant growth and constant results, then I'll stick with that plan because it's working. Once I start to plateau, and once I don't see anything, once I can't get any stronger, once I don't see myself getting any leaner or getting any cut or getting bigger or whatever, I'll just come up, make a new plan, do a new plan. But as long as I'm seeing constant change.
I fucking love it, man.
Yeah.
Do you know why I love it, though? Because this is still Davie Dave. You know what I mean? Like, he's been like this since I fucking met him. You know what I mean? And this is what I love to see, because it's consistency. Yeah. And this is what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? Like, show the younger generation. Like, just set an example. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, do you have any other questions before I ask a question that's gonna like completely go off topic?
We covered everything.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be in topic, but it's gonna be random. I know once I ask you the question and you respond, it's gonna lead to questions that have nothing to do with fitness and health.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, go ahead.
No, it's nothing crazy.
No, I really only had the keto question, really. So I really
okay.
want to know what.
What's up with you and keto?
No, I was just. Apparently now it's fuck keto, so that was what me.
Yeah, he's like chill. Yeah, that was a stupid question.
I guess keto.
Hey,
that's where we at with it. Right.
So You said that when I watched the Instagram video and you were at the Stillman and you were listening, you was like, you hear that was on the radio?
Mm-hmm.
Like they got an ether.
Mm-hmm.
What gets you going? Like what music do you listen to that gets you like to that level? Like nigga, this gym is mine.
It's all different kinds of music. I mean, it could be R&B. I could go down there to some slow ass shit.
Hell yeah! I thought I was the only one. Yo, I feel like nobody gets amped. I could get amped to R&B.
It depends on R&B.
This nigga routine started off with Trey Songz.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's fucking go. Fuck out of here. Come on, man. This nigga came out with. Come on, start this shit with Trey Songz, man. Come on.
That's
Real shit.
I fucking love, man. So anything just depends on when you just put shuffle.
It just depends on. I mean, my joint started at the house. I go in the house, take my pre-workout, then I sit in my car. I'm in the gym parking lot for a good 30 minutes before I even walk in.
Oh shit! So you like pregame?
Yeah, I'm freaking. I just flick through whatever. Just freaking just put chills in my freaking skin. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
And that's the genre we going to. It could be like some old school rap, like Tupac or something like that. It could be some R&B, something super slow, like freaking from the 90s. Like,
So you don't listen to mumble rap, like?
Nah, man.
No?
Nah.
Why you say you?
Who is mom? I don't know none of these.
I don't respect the mumble.
You don't?
I don't respect mumble rap either.
Huh?
So I don't respect the mumble rap either.
Yo, but this is the.
I don't know none of them.
All right, so literal mumble rap, I think would be
Like Lil Yachty,
no.
Uzi.
I never heard any of them.
This is your first time hearing their name.
I mean, I heard.
Oh, you know of them, but you never heard their music.
Yeah.
This is my thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, whatever gets your fucking blood boiling.
That's what gets you going,
Like,
man.
I see that because the heartbeat might just get you going. That's
exactly. You know what I mean? That's my thing. And what was like last week, 2 weeks ago, I'm like, yo, I'm done listening to bars. I don't want to listen to niggas spitting on bars. I just want to hear some raw street shit.
You must have heard
And
that
then-
Lux freestyle yet.
I know, because I've been listening to Offset and 21 Savage.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No, you don't know, but it's
that dude from the Migos, right?
yeah.
He's considered mumble.
I don't know at this point because he kind of spit on that.
Yes, because
I don't think so because the Migos aren't really considered mumble rap. When I think mumble rap,
I listen to the Migos.
yeah. When I think mumble rap,
Do you feel like it's hard to like understand some bars though?
Some bars.
Well, that could just be Southern.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's considered mumble rap.
No, mumble rap is like Lil Uzi Vert, Kodak Black.
Kodak Black, that nigga's voice is annoying.
He don't be saying shit. Who else? What's the nigga name?
You heard it?
But you can say the same thing about Lil Wayne.
You could, because there was a point in time Lil Wayne was
Lil Wayne is. I think Lil Wayne's a trendsetter.
He had the
I
McLaren.
think he's the one that started
him
mumble
Future.
rap. Like what was that one song? How to lie.
Nah, I think it go back deeper than that.
I don't understand half that
If you
song.
go back to Bone Thugs, it go back deeper than that because you go back to Bone Thugs. That shit can be considered mumble rap.
Crazy.
Like I think it goes back deeper. Yeah, like Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne.
Some Bone Thugs and Harmony are
They
the
could've started that
originators of
shit.
mumble rap. Is that good or bad
They was
though?
the first ones rapping fast with the melodies.
Is that
That's
good
mumble
or
rap.
bad
I
though?
don't know. Would they get angry if you said that?
I don't really care.
Yeah.
No, I thought I could take them on though.
I feel like I heard an interview about.
I would fuck Lazy Bone up right now.
When the Bone Thugs was asked, were their music considered mumble?
I
And
think
it's
you would have to.
You can understand what we're saying.
Not really.
I don't
just
know,
found
man.
out he said we were gonna miss everybody when
Yeah, I think-
we went through that.
See,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
and
Yeah,
that shit was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
but I feel like that's more like just riding the beat, melody, which is why I feel like Young Thug is considered mumble
Yeah,
rap.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Because
that.
Young
It's that
Thug is like,
melodic. It's that melodic
I
tone.
barely hear anything here.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's considered mumble rap.
I like
but
good songs.
but I feel like that's what I think mumble rap. What's considered mumble rap? It's what put hip hop as the #1 genre in America. I think so.
I think it was already there. Mumble rap just kind of took it.
I think
It's
it
kinda
transcended.
kept it
I think with Migos, brought in the white people.
Not even.
I think so, man.
Because then you got white people that was listening to. You got 2 Chainz before that. People was on 2 Chainz way before the Migos.
Future.
Yeah, Future. White people was on all of them.
I feel like it brought in more with Migos though, yeah. Because Migo has
Migos
started with
started-
Katy Perry.
That was after. That was after they already blew up though. Because Migos was in the.
Yeah, but that was before
no.
hip hop
That was
was
after
announced.
Bad and Bougie.
Yeah, but at that time, hip hop wasn't number 1 in America.
Versace.
And what world Drake been number 1 since what? Take Care.
You said what?
Drake's been number 1 in the world.
Nigga,
Since,
I'm not.
that's hip hop though. That's
As a
hip-hop.
genre,
As
it's
a
always
genre,
been rock and roll.
That's not true.
Yes, it is on the floor. Look up the list, nigga.
I don't fact check.
You don't. Jesus Christ.
What are you saying? That it was what?
Rock and roll was number 1, the most popular.
Yeah, I was about country.
Either or, country or rock and roll.
So you just made
but
that
now
up.
it's hip. No, I made up
That
number.
wasn't even a real fact.
I made up who's number 2.
How you gonna
I made
say?
up who's number 2.
How you
He
gonna
said
say
he thinks
it's
it's country. I said it's rock
So
and
you
roll.
said then you said either one.
It's hip hop.
Then you
Hip hop's
said
number
either
1. Hip hop's number 1,
I feel like you
and
just
I think
made
it's because of mumble rap.
I feel like you just made the whole shit up to make your point.
Then go fact check me. Until then, it's a fact, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fact because I'm not gonna
The
fact check.
fuck out of here.
Nah.
Yo, did you see that shooting in fucking Texas?
I did not.
What? Yo, I respect it. God damn it, you're that fucking committed. No outside noise. No outside bullshit.
The cops go by, I'm still in my bed. I don't know nothing.
Nigga, I said Texas. They ain't driving past you.
I'm just saying. I stay in the house.
Yo, when he said I don't know
I feel
nothing,
you.
all I can think about was wax.
I just,
I don't know nothing.
So this terrorist, which happens to be white, he went into a church, like a small Baptist church, and shot the place
So he
up.
saw like 8 people, didn't he? Or something like
No,
that?
he killed 27.
Or was it 8 churches?
No, it was 1.
I thought I saw like multiple churches got hit.
No, it was 1.
Like, it might not have been the same person. But I know it was in Texas too. Multiple churches got hit. But either.
I don't know if it was multiple churches, but he.
No, I heard that on the radio. Well,
Like, do you have an opinion on how like everything that's been going on in the world right now? As far as I don't care. You don't have to say shit.
These people crazy, man. Like from what Las Vegas shooting. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong.
The
with
nigga that fucking ran into that crowd in New York City.
yeah.
Drove that car into New York City.
I mean,
He
Honestly,
killed. I think he ended up killing 8. Like niggas is crazy
There's
out here.
honestly been something in the news, like domestic terrorism in
I
the
don't
news since
I don't
Charlottesville.
understand. I don't know what these people think, and I don't
I don't
know
know.
what goes to their head.
I feel like I'm about to like become a bodybuilder, and let me tell you why. Cause you ain't know none of that shit about the Texas shit.
yeah.
That means you're so fucking. But I feel like I feel the same way though. But cause you kind of see the gym like as your escape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
that's your vice.
Yeah. Like once I started lifting, it's like all I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about anything outside of this gym. I'm just thinking about my next rep or my next exercise, and it actually is an escape. And like,
and even also when you leave the gym, you're thinking about what you need to do better to perform better at the gym.
Like, did I give it all in this last workout?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
What we're gonna do? What's tomorrow workout? I'm getting excited for tomorrow's workout. You know, just seeing all this stuff that's going on in the world. I mean, I just seen an interview with this bodybuilding dude, and he was just like, bodybuilding is just something that, you know, everybody from all over the world can just, you know, we just all get together, and it's like none of that outside hatred or anything stuff like. I mean, because we got the whites, we got the blacks, we got everybody from all over the world. Just, you know, bodybuilding, and we love each other, the camaraderie,
passion.
and all of that stuff like that.
Passion.
I mean,
music is the same way too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's what brings people together like that.
I mean, I don't know what gets people wanting to shoot a lot of people or run over a lot of people.
I just think everybody's doing what their own kind of crazy, man.
That's a whole
like, and niggas just snap. I just think that I'm all for guns, but I feel like they should do a more extensive, like, background check or psych, some kind of psych. 'Cause these niggas is wild. Yeah. Like, I don't know what's going through niggas' heads. You know what I mean? Like,
especially down south. Like, I mean, New York State, it's a little bit of a process. I'm still waiting on my permit to come in, but
like these
that shit was months ago.
These military assault rifles, man, this shit, I'm scared.
It's harder to get a handgun
No, assault rifle. Yeah, honestly, it is.
I'm just gonna get some Bitcoins. Go on fucking the black market.
Did you invest?
Get a couple grenades.
You got Bitcoins?
I got Bitcoins.
Man,
He
it was
does.
a process for me, man.
That
For
shit
real?
took like 10 days for my order to go through, though. But
Damn, is that kind of a process just to get
It
it?
took 10 days for them to, for mom. Like I made a payment of my purchase, and it took like 10 to 12 days before it went through.
From your bank? Like I
went from my bank account. Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
That shit is crazy. Man, Ahmed's been...
yeah.
Bitcoins is online currency.
It's about to be the new wave, man. Amazon about to start accepting this soon.
That's pretty much the most dumbed down answer you can get.
Yeah.
No, for real. Straight up.
Yeah, it's what Bitcoin, Litecoin, and the Ethereum. So
Yeah.
I only
It's
bought
literally
Bitcoin,
just online currency.
Basically, that's like money that can't be traced.
essentially.
In a sense, yeah.
It's all digital currency. Yeah. It's the way of the future. I mean, it's on the dip right now, though, but...
I mean, phones are making it to where you don't need your wallet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can put your card on there. Like, if you got a Samsung or an Apple product, you can scan that shit on the fucking
You can have
front.
your whole wallet in your fucking phone.
I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not giving iPhone my face. I am not giving Apple my face.
Yo.
They already got my fingerprint.
Why they shit?
They're not getting my face.
They had you on file, man. They got your
Nah, man. Me and
file
Ahmed were
so
talking
far
about
back.
me and Ahmed were talking about this shit, man, about cloning and shit. I'm not with that
Man,
shit.
they've been doing clones.
Yeah, probably.
You ain't giving Apple a face, though?
Nah, man. They didn't give me face. That I ain't getting no.
They don't give you a face, but you gave them your fingerprint.
That's what I'm saying. That's all they get. That's all they get. They can't clone me off of.
They could, man. They really could.
They got these big ass 3D machines.
It's only a
Jesus
step away
Christ.
from them taking.
Tell them, Davie Dave, man. We one of one.
You can't clone Davie.
Man.
We one of one.
You want to one for now.
God damn it! That's the title of the fucking. We can't clone Davie Dave, man. We just can't. That is a fucking fact.
You want to one for right now.
That is a fucking for right now. Nah.
No, you want to one.
Unless,
for now.
man, I don't know. Kids?
I don't know.
A little Davie Dave?
You trying to get a little
That'd be
Davey
dope.
Dave out here in these streets?
That'd be dope.
What you say?
You trying to make a little Davey Dave out here?
Nah, we good.
No, man. Hey, it ain't.
If it happens, it happens.
If it
Yeah,
yeah.
spread your wings.
We focus.
It's beautiful.
See, that's another crazy thing is like everybody in here, we all have a white girlfriend or a white significant other. So we living in this crazy ass fucking world.
Just make
And
it
we
all
gonna take the heat, but they can take the heat even more because look at they're looked down on because they're dating us.
It's even worse for us because we got kids.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And that's and some people when it comes to kids is like, do I really want to have a kid in this world right now?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's serious, right there.
it's you know what I mean. So that's this podcast, man. I be just letting it loose.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my escape right now
Yeah.
because it gives
it's
it gives
therapy,
content.
boy.
Because I feel like when I post something on Facebook or something, there's no content or context behind it. This is the content.
Yeah.
Like if you gonna judge me off a post, at least hear me out here so you can understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, because sometimes
You know
you be
what I mean?
posting some questionable shit and like you gotta talk about it deeper or something.
I don't though.
You do?
No, I don't.
You going off for some wild, you say
that's
some
how-
wild shit when no one knows what you're talking about.
Yo, that's
the freedom,
okay though, because you can take it for however you want.
That's why you got beef right now.
Yo, nigga, it's real. That's what that's
You
called.
got people out here thinking you taking personal attacks against them and shit.
Who
that's their
cares?
fault.
Yeah, who cares what they think?
Listen, man,
That's like,
this is that happened.
Yeah.
That happened.
I guess.
No name. I posted a status.
Say a name.
Davie Dave.
God damn it, you told him to say a name.
Said a day. He said.
Oh,
Damn
Jesus
right.
Christ. So Johnny,
Yeah.
the barber,
Okay.
I posted a status. It was a general statement. It was just I can't remember exactly what it was. It was basically like
Somewhat
it was
people
towards
don't
a
take-
girl though.
It was
towards
along the
girls.
lines of people that don't take care of their kids, essentially.
Yeah, and more or less telling the girl like, "Yo, why are you trying to have a kid with a dude that don't take care of his kids that he has now?"
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So he messaged me. No, he texted me, telling me like, "Yo, why you sneak this in? I thought you were blah blah blah." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, I just posted about my baby, and then you come and say this. So I'm going to my timeline. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? So I look at the timeline, and an hour before I posted that, he posted something that clearly applies to what I just said. He wasn't my intention. It's a general statement. But if the shoe fits, hey, you know what I mean? But my thing is like, he told me that somebody told him that I was sneak dissing. That's where I just lost all respect. Yeah. Because it's like, you could have just came to me and asked me, like, yo, was that about me? Mm-hmm. Like, do you have something to say or anything? But he went off of what somebody told him and then pressed me and assumed that it was about him. And it's like, man, listen, I'm going to let you going to believe what you want to believe. Yeah. You know what I mean? You going to take my status, how you going to take it? Yeah. That ain't my problem.
Like you said, if the shoe fits.
Hey, if the shoe fits, well, rock that shit. Hey. They might be nice. They might not.
Ain't nothing nice about that.
No, I already been shit. Get the fake joints. That's what you rocking. At that point, you rocking a fake joint. They look nice, but we know they trash.
Trash niggas.
That's funny as hell. So, yo, man, I guess we're gonna wrap it up. And I appreciate you coming through. I really do, because like I feel like the town needs more of this. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're doing what we're what we're saying we're doing. Yeah. No excuses. You're getting shit done.
Nah, that's right. That's the one thing that I like about our graduation class. I feel like everybody in our graduation class is like has a goal or is doing something, positive. And right. They're not just, chilling on a corner or whatever.
Yeah, and we meet, and I don't know, man, because it's like, I feel like a lot of like the younger generation is like misled. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they think the wrong things are what's necessary. Yeah. And it's like,
the wrong things are right.
Yeah, exactly. But
I mean, you can take future for that, popping pills. Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation, man.
That's me going on a 15-minute rant right there.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot right there. I
don't want to put Dave through that.
Man, we all right.
I don't want to put Dave through that.
Nah, man. And you're more than welcome to come through whenever, man. We're gonna be fully supporting you, man. Like, cause I love what you're doing. Like, I genuinely do. Like, for real. Definitely. So. Let us know when the next competition is, man. Maybe we can work something around it. Where is it going to be? Do you know where it is?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh? Oh, that's a 3 to 4 hour drive.
Yeah,
that's not bad. I just drove there for Uber.
Yeah, that's real.
What? I drove to Pittsburgh and back.
Uber to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, you got to be out here. Got to be grinding, my nigga.
Grinding.
There's money out there to be made.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So you want any shout outs, anything? The floor is yours, man. Like you want to support, shout out anybody.
Website.
Davie Daves. We're just gonna shout out my trainer John, nutritionist Chris Wade, my girl Kelly. Hey girl. My boy Joe Kroom, photographer. Any or whatever you need, you got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey, come through.
Joey, come through. That's a hell of a call him that.
Tag right there.
You should call him that. Joey, come through.
That's his new tag.
That's his new tag.
Joey, come through.
And that's basically it, man. I want to thank you guys for letting me come through.
Nah, man. Thank you, man.
It's definitely an honor.
And shout out to every single person that he just mentioned, man.
Yeah, everybody else who supported him.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you guys very much. I'm going to keep doing this thing. I promise we ain't going to stop until we become pro and make all these dreams come true. Thank you all very much.
There you have it. 2-time champ.
You already know.